stopped teaching and put you in a corner, turn the light off. If you were in your room, you stayed in your room and turned the music off. Alright, so I'm guessing it was a very successful shelter-in-place drill. Yeah, and yeah, that's all.
Thank you, Marcus. The next business in order will be reports of the officers. The treasurer, Darwin Davis, will now give the report.
Did every club get a form? Everybody got one? Yeah, everybody got one? Raise your hand if you didn't. So everybody got one, so we're clear. All right, would you mind staying after the meeting? Are you the treasurer or the president?
Yeah.
The president? All right. Did you ask if the treasurer got it? No? You didn't ask, but... All right, could you just meet with me after? Anyone else?
You sent to the club email or the treasurer?
The treasurer or the president? All right, just let me know after the meeting if you guys didn't get it. But it's due next, the 4th at midnight. Yes.
Do you want the full budget overview done, or just from October 4th to November 4th?
From October 4th, the last month.
Okay, so anything I purchased in September doesn't go on the form.
Well, you updated that in October, didn't you?
Right, not on the form, because we didn't have the form for the last budget
But
update.
you sent an update, right?
Right. So that's why I'm asking, on the form, do you want us to fill out everything
Whatever you
we've
did after
gotten?
that form.
Okay.
Got it. Any other questions?
Are there any questions for Darwin? Thank you. This report will be filed. The Vice President of Club Relations, Sarah Peterson, will now give her report.
Hey guys, I just want to reiterate again, make sure you guys are doing the program evaluation form. If you have a program and you do not complete the form, the program does not count. Also, the clubs who are looking to buy gear, you cannot buy gear for your club unless you have had the programs and the service programs, etc. Also, open house has been changed. It's no longer early in the morning. It's now at 12:45. All clubs are expected to be there. Make sure your table is looking nice. It's not stuff for use from last year. It's up to date. We're going to have a lot of incoming freshmen, so that's going to be I'm just going to do attendance really quickly, and if I don't call your name, come to the end of the meeting. Black Student Union. Players, here. SNA, here. Flava, Dolphin Dolls, here. Angelicum, here. Carolyn Buddha, Caribbean Student Union, Speakers, here. Environmental Club, here. Fatal Attraction,
Here.
IMA, Flow, here. Finance Investment, MAD, here. Mount MDs, Mount Media, here. Music Society, here. Pause, here. Samaha, here. Science Club, here. Sociology Club. Sports Business. SNA, oh, I said that, sorry. Fairy Tale Course, here. Honors Club, here. Mountain Times, here. The Underground, here. Women's Studies, here. Words, here. Cheerleading, here. Psych, here. Gay Alliance. The Boxing Club, here. Anime Club,
Here.
History Club.
Here.
If I didn't call your club's name, please come to me after.
Are there any questions for Sarah? Thank you, Sarah. This report will be filed. The Director of Board of Programmers, Alyssa Cordero, will now give her report.
Hi guys, thank you for everyone that came out to Dorney Park. Yes, it was cold, but we did have a good outcome and had a good time. Keep an eye out for Blue Man Group and Giants game tickets that are going to be sold on the first week of November.
Do you know what date next week?
For Blue Man Group, it will be November 1st at 9 a.m. And November 10th, which is the day of Blue Man Group, it will be going out November 1st at 9, and Giants game is November 14th, and tickets are going out November 7th at 9 as well.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Alyssa? There being none, this report will be filed. The Chief Justice, Victoria Mistretta, will now give her report.
Hey guys, hope everybody's having a good day. Just to go back off of what Marcus was saying, obviously my job is for attendance, and that's like one of my main jobs with this. And I am seeing a lot of people trying to fill out the attendance sheet and say, oh yeah, so and so was here, but really they weren't. We do know your faces since we're always looking at you guys, and we know the names of you guys. So I really need you guys to start being honest and filling out the sheet just for your spot. Because how would you feel if, this is just a question to think about, how would you feel if, just because I'm looking at you too, Kelsey filled it out for Maggie, but Maggie's not here, but Kelsey's taking time out of her day to come here. Isn't that a little unfair to you, thinking about that, oh, you're filling it out for somebody else and they're not here, and they're getting credit as if they're here? It's almost like doing a project for somebody and they can help you with it. So yeah, if you guys can't start being honest with the attendance sheet and filling it out, then I'm going to start doing what Sarah does, and I'm going to just start doing the roster myself, and I'm going to call out names, and you're going to say here or not here. And it's going to go through that. And unless you email me, and unless, again, and I will restate this, unless it is class, clinical, or you're an athlete and you have a game or practice, it is not excused. So I understand that, yes, people get sick, yes, there's death in the family, but I am sorry, by the Constitution and the bylaws, I cannot accept that as an excused absence. Again, presidents, VPs, and secretaries, I sent out an email with the attendance sheet that you guys can view only, so you guys see the same exact thing that I do and what I'm filling out. And again, if you have any questions, you please email me, and we'll talk about it. And then, yes, and then also for the forum, this is what the flyer is going to look like. We're going to send it out via DolphinNet. Yes, it's a very simple flyer. It's basically, if you have concerns, you guys come next week, and that is all I have for today.
Thank you, Victoria. This report will be filed. The next business in order will be the reports of the committees. For the nature of today's meeting, we will not have any questions for the committees. If you have any questions or concerns, you can email them. We do have to end early because Battle of the Chefs starts in 15 minutes. So can the Residence Life Advisory Board please report?
Okay, hi there guys. So there was no update received regarding Marillac. Therefore, bathrooms have been fixed. Chris Spellman, Amber's email was received. Flight complaints are still being made. Hopefully, after everyone reads the email, this problem will be fixed. For Mastro and alumni, there's been a lot of roommate conflicts or increasing. Just remember that you can fix this by speaking to an RA or res wife. And also be aware, like there's bathrooms are getting better. Just please be, once again, respectful. Door alarms and alumni are getting better as well. And Thursday, 6:30 on the quad hosted by the RAs is Oktoberfest. There'll be pumpkin painting, obstacle courses, junk goggles, free snacks in the candy bar.
And I did just want to say that for Spellman, the 3rd and 4th women's restrooms, a work order was put in for that. So if that affects anyone, it is being taken care of.
Thank you, guys. Can the Athletics Committee now give their report? Thank you. Dining Services?
Hello again, guys. So for dining service, I'm going to start off about last week there was a concern. Someone called me down to the caf about the cleanliness and friendliness of the staff. at the night shift. A report was made, and the workers on duty that night, or the workers that were working, were all reported, and they were documented for their actions. Also, if any of you were here for the altercation, I spoke with Boris about that. They have both been suspended for 3 days, and they are meeting with the union to see how to move forward with that. We have a zero tolerance policy for violence, no matter if you're a student or a faculty member. And I did let Boris know that, and I showed him where that is written down, and he will take that into account when they go forward with their procedures. Just to let you know, he said all of you are very safe with his workers, and he apologizes for their untimely altercation. And don't forget, if you have concerns next week, Boris will be here to speak himself. So please come with your concerns or fill out the 99 Problems application online. Thank you.
Thank you, Marcus. Can the Facilities Committee now give their report?
Hey, you guys, I know with Brian Anderson today, just two things. The ACs in Maryland have to be out by the 28th, which is Friday. We'll be going around himself and making sure that they're out. If they're not out, you guys will be fined for it, and you fine each and every time he goes and checks and still there. Also, open house is this weekend, meaning that please keep the campus nice and clean because facilities will be here, but they're not focusing on cleaning up after everyone's mess, so just make sure it's gonna focus on that.
Thank you, Sarah. IT Committee?
So the Billy Bean Room, that is fixed, so if you have any Xbox or any game systems that you're playing in there, you could continue doing that. Lab and team will be getting new computers, that will be happening in the next few weeks. Computers will be fixed, there will be no DVD players in those computers, if you're not interested in that. And then we know how you guys, when you're signing in, it's logging, that will be fixed, so that's going to be done with. In Spelman Alumni, there are added Wi-Fi access points, and if there's any issues with Wi-Fi again, please email me or Michelle. And how's the Wi-Fi in Alumni in Spelman? Still? Okay. All right, that's it. So hard.
Thank you. The next business in order is the reports of the classes, class of 2017.
Hi guys. October 31st is our trick or treat balloon pop. It's only $1 for each balloon, and every balloon has a prize. It's going to be here in Hudson Heights. Okay, and then we're gonna post more info regarding to that event. On November 3rd, seniors, don't forget your audit. It's due that day. And then 200 nights is also that night. It's at Wicked Willie's, and it's $5 for a bus ride back and forth, first free drink, access to the karaoke, and pong table. And then just watch out also for seniors. We're gonna have a Christmas party on December. Logistics coming up soon. And also watch out for the senior shirts. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie. Class of 2018.
Okay, hi guys. We are having our volleyball tournament on November 2nd. So we're still having sign-ups here in Hudson Heights, and it will be from 3 to 7 tomorrow. And tomorrow's supposed to be the last day to sign up, so if you haven't signed up, if you want to make a team. It's teams of 4 to 5 players, and it's $5 per player. And if you win, each player on that team will receive a $50 gift card. And we are going to be sponsoring an event to the Rangers versus the Islanders game on December 6th, and we'll have more information on ticket pricing and sign-up.
Thank you. Class of 2019.
Hi, everybody. So Tuesday, November 2nd, we have our giant Jenga tournament. So that's one. It's going to be at 6 o'clock in the evening after SGA. $2 for entry, and that'll be in the December.
Thank you. Class of 2020.
Hey everyone, tonight we're having band from 6:30 to 10:30. You still sign up in the pad, and then just to keep in mind, November 16th, 7 to 10 in the Aldrin, we're going to be having a black light dodgeball tournament. It's going to be $15 and $500 per team.
Thank you. The next business in order is new business. First on the agenda is motion of no confidence regarding last week's fire drill / inspection by Leslie. And for this, the Senate will vote only, but DeMarcus will go into more details what no confidence means.
And just to follow up on what Pedro said about the Senate, if you do not know, the Senate are the voted-in members only. That means the 4 positions on each class, and also the senators for that class. The EC is included, excluding myself. So just want you to know what a vote of no confidence is, and then I'll explain why we're taking a vote of no confidence. So a vote of no confidence means that one party does not agree or stand behind the actions of another party. It's simply just to make a statement to let everyone know how we truly feel about the situation that took place last week. Some reasons that the EC thought it was a great idea to bring forth the vote of no confidence and give you guys that opportunity to bring forth the vote is, last week after the meeting I spoke with many members of the Senate and the student body, and students were unhappy with the outcome of how the meeting took place. Students said they felt like there was no solution that was reached, and they still felt violated at the end of the meeting, and that did not take away from how they felt before they went into the meeting. So at this point, I'm going to motion to take a vote. You have 3 options. You can A, vote yes, you can vote no, or you can abstain from the vote. How you vote is solely dependent on yourself, okay? So if you would like to vote this motion to be put into the minutes, please raise your hand if you are a member of the Senate. Are you confused, Michelle?
Yes.
Yeah. Everyone's still confused?
Yeah.
What, say again? You're agreeing that yes, I do not agree with the actions of Breast Life, and yes, I do want to go forth with this vote and put it into the minutes that the actions were not what we support. If you vote no, you say no, I do not agree. Yes, I agree with the actions of Breast Life, and I support them on their decision. If you abstain, you say, hey, I don't really have a vote right now. So if you would like to vote yes, please raise your hand. Voting members only, please. Allison, is that a hand up for you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Allison, that's 21 yes. If you would like to vote no, please raise your hand. If you abstain from the vote, please raise your hand. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Can you take back the vote?
Abstain, so
Okay, so that's 20.
Yeah, take back that.
20 yeses. So the motion will be into action. It will be adding to the minutes that the Student Government Association on the date of October 26th took a vote of no confidence that was voted into action. Thank you all.
The next business in order is Student Leader of the Week.
Hi guys again. So this week we would like to recognize a new club leader. This person showed their strengths after taking over a club after their fearless leader stepped down. He had big shoes to fill, and this person is doing everything in their power to make sure that those shoes are filled. We watched them put on a big event over the weekend. Although the turnout wasn't the greatest, they kept a positive attitude and they made sure that everyone that was there was taken care of and enjoyed the time that they were having. Our Student Leader of the Week will be Annalise Triveres.
All right, the next business in order is Faculty Member of the Month.
So this month, we have voted 3 faculty members. Allison sent out a form site for you to vote for Danny, who is the afternoon, evening, night shift manager that wears white, tall, light-skinned Latino guy. Also, Jean Walker from the bookstore. And lastly, Vanessa Torres from Financial Aid. All these members exuberate and show what it means to be a faculty member of the College of St. Vincent staff. If you could please take about 30 seconds to go to the form site to vote. Raise your hand if you have not voted yet and you would like to vote.
I would like to vote.
You have about 30 seconds. But while this is going on, I have, yes.
I tried to vote and it said something about like it's not working.
Yeah.
Okay, so if not, what we'll do is we'll send it out again. Just look out for that email. We have a member from Be the Match who is going to speak briefly about, very briefly about bone marrow donating. They're coming next week to take bone marrow, so she's
Not next week.
not next week.
That's, we're not getting bone marrow. So,
Okay,
hi,
so she's going to do that.
I'm not good at standing in my seat, so I'm not gonna. I'm gonna pass around our little flyers, for you guys to just take a look at while we're talking. I'm gonna do a presentation just for like 5 minutes, nothing serious. Hi, so my name is Libby and I work with Be the Match, specifically the April facility. And what we do is basically help people find a match. Those people suffering from leukemia or any kind of blood cancer, things like that, sometimes find themselves at a dead end. And basically the only way, to survive this is to find a complete stranger, sometimes halfway across the world, with the same ethnicity as them, to donate either blood donation, which is a PPFC donation, if you want to get all sciencey, similar to blood donation, but a little bit different. In this case, they would take blood from one arm, put it through a machine, take a couple of healthy stem cells, and then give you back your blood. So in that case, you would be kind of, a little bit tired, take a nap, and then in 2 days, you go about your life as normal. In the second case, if it's an extreme situation and they were to have to take bone marrow, they would put you to sleep and take about 3 to 4% of the liquid bone marrow from your hip with 2 tiny little needles. And all of this regenerates in a healthy person naturally. So basically what we want to try to do is try to get more people to sign up to be a donor. Because right now, basically, Caucasians make up 60% of the list. And then we have Hispanics that are 11 to 13%, Africans who are 8 or 9%, Asians who are 8%, mixed race who are 4%, and Native Americans who are 1%. That actually is terrible. In a nutshell, the best chance that you'll ever have about finding a match is within like siblings. And that's only 30%. So, can anybody pass a class here with a 30%? No. Okay, so it's pretty terrible. So, people who are from, a different kind of ethnicity other than Caucasian basically have, a slim to none chance of finding a match. So we're trying to make that better. And basically what I'm here to do today is obviously whoever wants to sign up to be a donor can. But also we're going to be here in 2 weeks to do a drive. So we're basically here for 2 days. And basically we need like a couple volunteers to kind of work with me and get students signed up. So basically, in a nutshell, signing up means filling out a questionnaire and doing a cheek swab, which the whole process takes about 10 minutes. After doing that, you may or may not ever get a call. I mean, it depends on if you were a possible match for somebody. So let's say somebody 10 years down the line, because they keep you on the registry till you're about 60, calls you and they're like, hey, listen, you're a possible match. There's a boy, he's 3 years old, and he's facing death if we don't find somebody to donate. I mean, obviously, anybody in that situation would probably be like, yeah, definitely. I want to save his life. I mean, it's a 3-year-old boy. And all I have to do is go through a little discomfort, which my body will heal. So if and when they do become a match, it's a whole process between 30 to 40 hours. Not all at once. It's over a 4 to 6 week period. So you get a phone call, and they're going to ask you, okay, are you still interested? We have this person, blah, blah, blah. And all of this accumulates and adds up to the time where you actually go through with the donation. The actual bone marrow donation only takes an hour. You get put to sleep and we take it from you.
The blood donation takes about 6 to 8 hours. So has anybody ever donated blood here? It's a little faster than that, usually when you donate blood. In this case, you get your own private room. You get to watch TV, you bring a friend. You're gonna sit there for like 6 to 8 hours and they're gonna run your blood through this machine and then you get your blood back. So the difference between this blood donation and the other one is that you actually take something called filgrastim for 5 days before, which helps you reproduce extra healthy blood cells. So you're really not even donating anything, you know, you're just getting the extra stuff. So I just spit out a lot of information. Is there any questions about anything?
I have two questions.
Sure.
One, is there any particular health requirements or like,
So it's basically you have to be from 18 to 44. You can't have had any kind of like blood cancer or, you know, sickle cell, anything like that. Other than that, there's not really like a huge health requirement. They go through that later with you because you might be on the list till you're 60 and you might get a call 20 years from now and your health would probably have changed anyway. So they would go through all of that at the time that you were actually, you know, a possible match.
so no like if I'm on certain medications, like that's not gonna like.
I don't think so. I don't think that certain medications, but either way, whatever it is, after you sign up to be a donor, in like about 3 weeks, you get a call and they go through your whole questionnaire with you and then they, you know, basically tell you.
My second question is because you said you have a large influx of Caucasian donors, are you just not looking for any more?
No, it's always, listen, it's so hard to find a match that everybody who signs up is possibly going to save someone else's life. You know, but what we are looking for is definitely, you know, to end up our minority list just because it's so small. But everybody who signs up is great. So even if you're Caucasian, it still helps, you know. So anybody else have any questions?
Oh, thank you. You said sickle cell, if you have sickle cell trait, you can't be a donor, right?
I don't know if you're talking about your carrier.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that. I think you had to have been sick
With that.
already. Yeah. Just because the person receiving the donation, I think that their immune system is so drained. Basically, before receiving a donation like that, it's super hard on the person who's receiving it, and it's really not hard on the person who's giving it. The person receiving it has to basically kill off their entire blood supply with heat for a long time before even receiving the blood. And even then, if they're weak, their blood can either reject it, which is called the graft versus host disease. And unfortunately, it does happen. Or, you know, they can become sick from it if the blood's not helping. But they would go through all of that either way. Anybody else have any questions? So who wants to sign up today to save somebody's life, possibly?
I'm scared.
Okay, we got one.
Low
break.
key. That's scary.
Good,
I'm
good,
talking to my
good.
parents.
Good, I'm glad.
I
So I have all the forms, I have all the questionnaires. I'm gonna give you guys the questionnaires and you can fill them out. Try to really fill out everything. Don't worry about spouse or employer because you guys are in college. Most of you won't have that. But try to fill out 2 contacts and try to be as specific as you can when it comes to the part where it asks your ethnicity. And other than that, I'll check the forms and then I'll give you your cheek swabs. The whole thing takes about 10 minutes. Okay? So I'm gonna go over here and just raise your hands and I'll come give you a form.
You guys can do that after the meeting, we're just gonna post up really quick.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Thank you so much. We're only taking 5 announcements due to time, so there's no further new business to come before the group. We move on to announcements. First announcement is Words is having a show tomorrow night. We always go to your event, so we want you guys to come to our event. Gaminduras performing, Flavor's performing. There's gonna be some food and snacks. It's at 6:30. It's free. It's a quick show. When the flyer says about American history, it's not a history lesson, right? We're gonna be jamming to Beyonce and Kanye West. Like, it's a good show. So I expect a lot of you guys to be there, and it is free. That's announcement. Yeah.
Hi guys, the science club is going to be participating
as well.
On October 31st from 11 to 4, Mountain Dew is holding a Halloween bake sale in Science Hall. And then later that night, we're going to, from 7-11, we're going to hold a haunted scavenger hunt near the gym. And the sign-up sheets are in Pavilion, it's $2 per person. Please come.
Hi guys, on November 5th, the Boxing Club is holding a pay-per-view fight in the Pavilion. It's going to be Pacquiao versus Vargas. $3 RSVP, $5 at door.
One more announcement. Fernando?
Check your email. I'm going to be sending out the link to nominate for Program of the Month for October and Club of the Month. So it worked out well last month, so you can nominate your club or a different club. Just you'll make the announcement next Wednesday who won.
If there's no further new business and there's no objection, does anyone motion to adjourn this meeting? Do we have a second? All in favor say aye. Aye. Meeting now adjourned.
If you're on a ballot, chef team, please go out and start getting ready.
Jillian!